All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're doing a super casual Rockets video here for Houston Rockets Daily. Haven't made a video in a couple of months. We did a live stream a couple of days ago after the preseason debut for the Houston Rockets. We did a live stream after it. The Rockets play tonight at, I think, 8 o'clock. Most of you guys, when you watch this, the game will probably be over. So we're going to keep it super I'm just talking Houston Rockets here because we haven't done it in so long, and it's preseason for the next week or two, and we're going to be testing out so much stuff on this channel, or at least that's the hope. I almost made a video when Freddie Double V, Rockford's finest, got injured, tore his ACL, done for the season, because my jaw kind of dropped. Or like my heart sank, my gut sank, my stomach sank. There we go. Fourth time's a charm. It's so catastrophic because on paper, everything was literally perfect with Kevin bleeping Durant being a member of the Houston Rockets. You have all these youngsters still. Yeah, I know there's some young kids like Cam Whitmore that I wish, could have been kept. Even Jalen Green for that matter. One thing I find so interesting in the NBA is you always like want something different. Like, let me rephrase that actually. The NBA and honestly, a lot of sports leagues are like copycat leagues, right? Think of like the NFL, the West Coast offense, Mike McDaniel, Kyle Shanahan, Matt LaFleur, some of these offensive gurus, make it easy on the quarterback. Well, a lot of teams adopt that. And so in the NBA, it's kind of similar where it's like maybe you have a team like the Golden State Warriors that just have so many three-point shooters and they're going to, just or look at the Indiana Pacers, use a more recent example. Let's go out there and get buckets. Let's go out there and get bucket makers. So narratives change a lot and you can win in a multitude of different ways, and it looks like Houston was already pretty leaning into the big man roster for this season, obviously with Steven Adams, Jabari, KD, Clint Capella, Alperen Şengün, just having all of these guys who are tall and also long, but nobody can prep for Fred getting injured. Nobody can prep for that, and I don't think Houston can even make a I think, like, the only thing they could do is, like, make a trade. I'm not sure how the salary is. I'll let, the wizard Raphael Stone make all those decisions, but at this point, Fred's done. The starting point guard is probably gonna be, like a positionless starting point guard, like maybe Amen Thompson. Amen played point guard, in what is it called? Overtime Elite, whatever that crap was called. Reed Shepherd got the start on Monday night. I would assume Kevin Durant takes his place tonight. Maybe, like I said, maybe we'll go live. Maybe we won't. I don't know. The Cubs are probably going to get eliminated from the postseason tonight. I'm getting a brutal foot procedure done tomorrow, so you're going to be seeing a lot of me because I can't leave the house for like 2 weeks, or can't walk for like 2 weeks. So I still feel really good. Whatever's meant to be will be, and it is super much a shame. Midseason trades, I've never been a fan of in the sense of game changers. Maybe a situation like this would be a little bit different if Houston was going to make a move because everyone wants him to just sign Russ. And honestly, myself included, I'd love a Russell Westbrook reunion with KD and also a Houston reunion. But at the same time, I don't think logistically Houston can go out there and do it. The good news is it's a very long NBA season. I'm sure there's like a whole bunch of guards out there that are going to get, traded or, waived or whatever. But I don't want to deal with that unless it really needs to be. Houston's going to lean very strongly, as we have in the last couple of years, on that defense. And that's really why everybody is so excited. When I go back to the playoffs, and maybe I should watch some playoff minutes without Freddie Double V, but I probably won't do that. That seems dramatic. The reoccurring theme watching my remembrance of watching the playoffs last year against Golden State was scoring. And it was just bucket getters. And having a young kid like Jalen Green, um, Fred wasn't supposed to shoot as much, I think, as he did last year. And that's when you're supposed to have guys like Jalen Green kind of come in and step up. Having KD on that court changes so much, and it's going to make Reed better. I saw Jabari. It looks like he's been working on his game in every way, shape, and form. So that's very exciting. Open Şengün was 101 from downtown in that. Tari Eason can drain it. JD Davison looks actually like really good. He was the G League MVP. JD Davison, we've done this so many times on this channel, like Jacob, Mason Jones, KPJ, Justin Patton. I've done this so much on this channel saying like, if this guy can be unlocked, he changes this team. But the way JD Davison looked in a preseason basketball game on Monday night looks like he legitimately will be a role player on this Rockets team, which in my opinion would change so much. But the whole point of this video and the whole point of this season here is people need to continue to develop. And that's the coaching staff is something that's so underlooked in the NBA. It's more so, it's more so you're more invested in like a coordinator, like an offensive coordinator or head coach in the NFL. The NBA, it's not. And Ime is so good at defense, and this Rockets team appears to be really good at developing. And so you're looking at players who just need to take jumps and they just need to take leaps. Like I need Jabari Smith Jr. and Tari Eason to take a jump, right? As they continue to age, mature, get experience, add bags or add tricks to their bag. But then I need players like Reed Sheppard to take a freaking leap. I need Reed to take a leap. Now, I feel like this is like the third time I've compared the NFL. I covered the NFL over on Will Upton now, but rookies, like a first round rookie in the NFL, you're expected literally to make an impact day one. Maybe if it's a late first round pick, you kind of got to build your rollout, carve your rollout onto the team to get consistent playing time. But if you're a first round draft pick, like the expectation is you can play and you're ready to play. And whenever we call your name, you need to come out here and play. NBA rookies are so different. These guys are so much younger. And especially like college is all broken now. It takes some of these young kids so long to develop. And sometimes you got to cut the cord loose. Sometimes, you want somebody to be something that they aren't, maybe like Jalen Green. You got to just kind of take it what they are. Reed Sheppard, I'm going to check his age right now, 21 years old. Dude is still so unbelievably young. And if Reed Sheppard takes a leap and Jabari takes a jump and Tari takes a jump and Şengün looks like he's added some tricks to that bag. Amen Thompson takes his leap in between a leap and a jump. I'm confusing myself, but you get the point here. Everyone's got to step up a little bit even more now that Fred is injured for this season. And this video is kind of just a random hodgepodge of my thoughts. And we needed to just get this one out here. But folks, that's going to be it for today. Like I said, the next 2 weeks on this channel, if you're still watching, you're probably an OG. We're going to be testing some stuff out. I'm going to probably try and break down some film. We'll see if that sticks. We'll see if videos like this stick. Obviously, we'll always be going live at least once a week. So that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Give me a win-loss prediction for the Houston Rockets down below. I will go with win-loss is hard. The West is still pretty good. I'll go with 55 wins for the Houston Rockets this season. Thank you for watching. No editing. Peace.